I'm Simon Young, 26. Originally grew up in San Diego, but now living in Portland, Oregon.
I'm Jen Cho. I'm 24. I play keyboards in the band. I grew up, born and raised in the Bay Area, but moved to Portland a couple years ago.
I'm AC. I'm 24, and I bring blood, drums, and sweat to the band. And I was born and raised in Hillsborough, and now live in Portland.
I'm Gaijin. I'm 23. Play keyboards in the band. Born and raised in Portland, Oregon.
I can't believe I won Singer of the Year. Thank you so much. That's so wonderful. I'm Aaron. I sing in the band. I'm 33. I grew up in Astoria. I live in Portland. I was born in Vietnam.
I'm Johnny. I am 23. Grew up in San Diego. Live in Portland now, and I play guitar for the Slants.
We're from Portland, Oregon, and we drove down here this Thursday, and we're hoping to get here actually at a decent time Friday morning so we could go shopping and hang out. When our van broke down, and we spent another 9 hours sleeping in the van in a mechanic's parking lot, waiting for them to get to work so they could help us fix it. And we kept a good sense about us. We joked about it's not really a tour unless your van breaks down.
Well, yeah, we just kind of tagged it Chinatown Dance Rock because we love the term Chinatown. It kind of represents all the different Asians getting together, and we like to play danceable rock and roll. We describe it as Chinatown Dance Rock.
Chinatown Dance Rock!
No, I'd say it's really a lot of synth pop influences, a lot of stuff from the 80s, The Cure, Depeche Mode, New Order, but we also like to bring a rock and roll side to it as well.
What's nice about the name The Slants and Slanted Eyes and Slanted Hearts is that we're not afraid, we're not being PC at all about it. We don't want to be. PC a lot of times is let's not talk about our differences, let's just push them under the carpet. We're all the same, let's just go have fun, just be one. I'm more into like, let's create dialogue and let's talk about why people called me slanted-eyed when I was growing up and why people said hateful rhymes. And let's talk about it and own it, and so we can have it and it won't hurt us anymore. And I just like celebrating the fact that I'm Asian, celebrating my culture and talking about it. So if it creates dialogue, I think it's great, and I think the album's great, and I think having Slanted Eyes is wonderful. So that's why. I remember when I was a kid, the first time I heard a racial slur was when I was riding my bicycle around 7 years old, and all these big bullies were riding around me, and they were doing that slur by pulling their eyes back and going, Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees, look at these, and they pulled their eyes back. And I was really confused because I didn't really know what that meant, but I just really knew I was scared, and it really kind of hurt. So I got home, talked to my parents about it, and they said, you know, that stuff's gonna happen, you know, whatever. But growing up and hearing that once in a while, I just knew that I wanted to write a song about it and take the hate out of it and own it and just, you know, tell a story about some of the racism that goes on and the fact that it helped me be a better person, build more character, and helped me be more proud of being Asian.
Yeah, I don't think we have to lose that at all. It's just part of the band, it's who we are, it's part of our image. You look at all-time great bands like the Ramones, I mean, they didn't even change their leather jackets for like 20 years. A lot of the bands that are successful, they just stay true to themselves and who they are, and that's why fans love and appreciate them.
My parents didn't really find out I was in a band until recently, I guess, just shortly. Shortly before we released, or after we released the CD, and I had the CD playing in my car when I picked my mom up from the airport. I didn't say anything to her about it, and then like after a while, I was just like, she didn't say anything, and I was like, "Don't you recognize my voice?" She's like, "What? Here, you're talking to me right now. I mean, what are you talking about?" I was like, "On the CD." She's like, "I thought this was a real band." "Oh, this is you? Wow." And then, like, you know, I'll tell my dad about it. He's like, "Oh, yeah, so how long is it going to take you to get your MBA?"
Well, for me, I grew up in a pretty strict Asian household because my parents were we're basically FOB, fresh off the boat from China and Taiwan. Pretty much no one in my family's ever gone to college, and so they're expecting me to be the first one to do it, which I'm hoping to do in the next couple months. But they're always worried that a person can't really sustain themselves doing music, that I have to do the traditional route of doing a prestigious job such as a lawyer or a doctor or working with computers or something like that. And although I've been doing okay on my own, ultimately music is what I love doing. It's what I've been passionate about ever since I was born. It's just what I've loved doing. So right now they've been a lot more supportive with me because my daytime job is able to provide for my rock and roll life, I guess. So they're kind of embracing it a little bit more.
I think that when we're on stage and the lights are on and the music's up loud and everyone's dancing on the dance floor, that's all the affirmation that many of us need.